Many times the company man calls the DD and asks him to choose one of the PDC pets he has. He commonly gives him a table with his inventory. This inventory consists of coded strings of letters and numbers. Unless the DD is very familiar with the meaning of each letters and number of that codes, he will not be able to choose the correct bit. The aim of this series is to explain in details how the different service companies name their products and what is the agreement between these uh, service companies and what's the difference between them, so he can choose the correct pet according to his understanding. The coded string for the PDC normally consists of three parts. The first part is some letters which represents the prefix part. This is followed by some numbers which represent the intermediate part. And at the end is another string of letters which represent the suffix part. The string of letters in the first part commonly represent the main product line of that service company. For example, if it made of steel or matrix body, followed by the application compatibility of that bed. Is it suitable for direction drilling or normal performance drilling? And followed by the essential face features characteristic of that bed. The numbers in the second position are reserved for the blade counts and the cutter size. The first number commonly represents the blade counts, how many blades that pet has, while the other numbers represent the cutter size, either directly in millimeters or as a code. Some companies reverse the position, make the first number represent the cutter size, often in code, and the number follow for the blade count. The string of letters in the third position is reserved for the additional features or the optional features for each pet. These additional features may be face features or hydraulic features or gauge features, as will be explained in details. To explain this methodology for PDC nomenclature, I'll choose an imaginary pet and suppose that pet is manufactured by Smith, and I'll follow their methodology for PDC pets nomenclature. At the first position, we may see either M or S letter depending on whether the body of that pet is made of steel or matrix. In the second position of that string of letters, we will see the letter which represent the application compatibility. For example, we may see D letters, which means that that pet is compatible for directional application. In the third position, we may see S letter, and S letter in this position mean shark feature of Smith or means the double row in the nose position. And we have to keep in mind that S here will differ than S if come in the first position, because in the first position it will mean that the body of that pet is made of steel. This eye letter in the fourth position is very characteristic for the Smith pets, and we'll never see it in other surface companies. It simply means that that pet is IDEAS platform certified, or it passed the Smith UC software. These are in the fifth position is representing the Onyx 360 cutters on the nose area. It simply means that these cutters are revolving 360 degrees while drilling. When we see the Z letter in that product line section, it means that some conical stingers are present either in the center of the pet or as a backup row in the nose position. When come to the numbers in the middle part, and for Smith products, the first number represents the number of plates. So 6 means 6 plates. For Smith products, these two numbers represent the cutter size directly in millimeters. For other companies, I said before, it is a code and will be explained later. Coming to the string of letters in the third position, which represent face features, we may see one of the features mentioned in the table above. The letter in the second position of the third part is reserved for the hydraulic features. So we may see one of the letters mentioned in the table above. Now come to the letters which represent some gauge features. In that position, we may see one or more of the above features. Coming to the end of this part of PDC bets nomenclatures, I hope that I succeeded to explain the general lines for PDC bets nomenclatures, which are followed by most of the surface companies. Also, I hope that the imaginary example following the Smith nomenclatures improved our understanding of BDC bits coding.